Welcome back to another video from me, Stephen Hamilton, and today I have a very special video because it's been requested by you guys more than anything else. It's all about extensions. What do you need to do in order to add an extension onto a property? Well, in today's video, you're about to find out. Step one, guys, planning. Now, before you buy a property, I'm presuming that you would have all done your due diligence so you know what you're doing to make sure it works. But when you come in and you've got the keys, your first port of call will be your architect. Now, your architect is the person that will do all the drawings for you and submit it onto the portal so you can get planning permission. If it's under permitted development, they will point you in the right direction and show you how you need to do things. You also need a structural engineer. They will calculate what steels need to go into the property in order to support any extensions that you have or any walls that are being removed. These are super important people in your journey when it comes to planning. But also, guys, a little tip, make sure you have a fantastic sign-off from a very, very good building regulations company. Now, you can use the councils or you can get your own private ones. Me, I like to use my private building inspectors. Step two, designing your extension. Work closely with your architect in order to maximize the space that you are creating. Understand what you are creating it for. Some people just want extra living space because they have a large family. Some people want to add multiple bedrooms. But guys, sometimes people squeeze as much as they can into an extension thinking that this adds the most value. It doesn't. Sometimes understanding people's needs works better. So maybe losing a bedroom to add another bathroom if you've got a 5 or 6 bedroom house works better than having a 6 bedroom house with 1 bathroom. A little bit of common sense goes a long way, but when you've never done extensions before, you can get carried away. Always listen to the professionals and always apply common sense. Step three, finances, and make sure you budget. So many people that do extensions can get emotionally attached and start spending money that spirals way out of control when it comes to the decoration. But one thing that you need to understand, that when you do extensions, there are unforeseen circumstances that can cost you a lot of money. So make sure that you understand that there is a contingency that you need to put in place in order to have in case anything goes wrong. Hopefully nothing does, but I've seen it so many times on developments where extra costs are incurred. So when you are sorting your finances out, people have personal savings, people use development finance, a lot of people remortgage to actually add space to their property. So having a spreadsheet, having a cost analysis sheet, and making sure you stick to it are key for you to make sure you maximize the value in your extension. Step four, we are getting there. It's the big one. Choosing the right contractor who will build your extension. Now, guys, you know how I feel about contractors. I have some fantastic contractors. I've had some terrible contractors. Being a property developer, it's all part and parcel of your journey. You come across great ones, you come across terrible ones, and you just literally have to navigate the minefield of contractors. Now, when you appoint a contractor, make sure they are experienced. Make sure they have done extensions before. Get reliable people to tell you they have worked with them, or go to previous customers and get their feedback on how they work. Now, there will always be delays. We all know this in the property world. And sometimes you have to make sure that you understand it from the contractor's point of view as well. Make sure you give them a specification sheet and make sure you do a contract with all the stipulations and the time constraint in there. This is super important that you all work to the same page. Do not shake hands, exchange money without a specification sheet and a contract in place. Step number 5, contractors on board, contracts are signed, specification sheet is in hand. We are at the construction stage. This is where you start seeing your visions becoming a reality. It's the fun part, it's also the most stressful part. Make sure you visit the site once every 2 weeks. Right at the beginning, it's a little bit boring. Bricks, bit of sand and cement, don't really see a lot, but as soon as they get going, it goes very, very quick. Now, like I said, visit the site once every 2 weeks to start with, and then start visiting accordingly so you can keep on top of what's being done. But make sure you keep a clear line of communication with the contractor, because you don't want to upset them by just randomly turning up on days where they don't expect you. Clear communication is key when it comes to contractors. So if you're not good at it, start to get good at it. Step 6, guys, completion. Now your vision is a reality. It's time to snag the property and make that final payment to your builder so you two can part ways. If it's your personal house, it's time to decorate it. If you're a property investor, it's time to see how much extra money, the value and space that you have added to the property can bring. It's time to refinance, or it's time to put it on that market and sell that property to make a profit. Now, we've talked about the step-by-step process of extensions. Now it's time to talk you through some of the benefits of doing extensions will add to the property. A few benefits that you get from adding extensions are added space. Now, adding space, as we all know, creates a better lifestyle and a better way of living because there's more room in a property. It also adds more value. So if you're going to sell it and you've got more bedrooms than it originally was, you are creating space to add value. You are also letting people have more options when you've got more space in property, because they can use the rooms for different things. You can have home offices, you can have nurseries, you can have extra bedrooms, like I say. You can even create space by adding annexes in the gardens for your mother-in-laws to come and live. Don't know how many of you would actually like that, but there's an option that's there for you. And then also, guys, it enhances your lifestyle. Adding space actually creates probably less problems for some people, because some people might want to work from home because they have families that they want to spend more time with, and they don't have a space in their house where they can use it as a home office. Having a nursery for children is very important as well, a play area, somewhere that separates your family living from your children's toys. Or even, guys, just adding a bigger kitchen so you can have friends and family over. Having a bigger kitchen space is actually really cool for a family because it's where everybody comes together. Extensions work in different ways for everybody. So depending on whether you're wanting more lifestyle, you're wanting more space for your children, you're wanting to add extensions for people to have extra bedrooms, or, like I said, the famous mother-in-law is coming to live with you. Either way, extensions serve a massive purpose.